Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see the second type of program that commonly uses Swing. What we have seen the first video, the previous video was desktop programs. Today, we are going to see how uh, a Swing can be used with an applet. Before we see what is how this can be used, so please recall what is an applet. Applet is a small Java programs which doesn't have a main method. So please recall this. And yes, swing applet extends j applet, so please remember this rather than applet. Before we learned, like, no, every applet has to extend a class called applet, but if it is, applet, swing applet, it has to extend a class called j applet. So swing applet uses same for life cycle method which we studied in the previous videos. So normally if you say the life cycle which is having init is going to initialize everything. Then we have a start method. Start is the one which is going to actually start your program or run the program. Then we have a method called stop, and then we have a method called destroy. So these are the four life cycles we studied before. So your swing updates uses all these four life cycle methods. Again, no, swing applet will not normally override the paint methods. Even in applets we learn know something called paint methods, but your swing applet will not override this. Another point is all interaction with the component in a swing applet must be take place on the event dispatching thread. So please remember that it should be done in the event dispatching thread. This thread issue up or all the issues applies to all swing programs. So please remember that. So when we say that it's a swing, please remember that everything should takes place on event dispatching thread. Your main method cannot do it. So let us see the output first, what the output which is going to create. So this is the thing, or this is the output we are looking for. And look at the first statement, what you can see on the screen, which says applet viewer. That means we are going to create an applet swing we are going to create, in fact. And no, we have two buttons called alpha and beta. And what it says is, what is the intention or what is the aim of your program is when I press alpha on the screen, it has to produce alpha was pressed. Or if I press the second one, you have to create a message which says beta was pressed. And as you could see, the last statement on the screen, applet started. So whenever you start an applet, this will be displayed on the screen. So we need not to give it explicitly on the program. So this is as simple as this. We are going to create a swing applet. So this will be viewed in applet viewer. Every applets we have to make use of applet viewer. And our sole purpose is to create two buttons. One is alpha and second one is beta. When alpha is pressed, you have to print a message, or you have to display a message on the console saying that alpha was pressed. If beta was pressed, same message you have to just display on the screen. So let us see how this is done. So we have to import three classes. This is a swing, so you have to import swing, awt, and awt event. So look at the next statement. This is what the HTML part for your applet. So this is my swing applet. This applet name. What is the width for that, and height you have to give it. And this is your HTML part. Once it is done, we can go to my swing applet, which extends JApplet. So please remember that you have to give it as JApplet, not applet. And you are going to create uh, two object for your J buttons, because you have to create on the screen two buttons. So one is J button alpha, other one is J button beta. I'm going to create it. And there is another one. I'm going to create a label called J lab. So what I do is I've extended the applet. I've created two objects for my buttons, and there is a label for that. So three things I've created. Now look at this. As I told, no, every applet is having, or every no, event is having init, start, stop, and destroy. So we start with the init method. So init, what it does is, so we have seen this before, swing utilities invoke and wait. So this has to be done using different interfaces. We have seen, I told you this. So this should be done using no, uh, Interaction with components in a swing applet must take place on event dispatching thread. Event dispatching, not in the main thread. So please remember that. So for that purpose, we have taken this. We have swing utilities invoke and wait. Even though it is invoke and wait, which is going to which is going to wait for the object to return, which is runnable interface. Then there is a run method. A run method, what has to be done with the run method, that you have to write the code for that. So what the run method does, which is going to call another method called make GUI. So let us see what is there in make GUI. In fact, this is the try block. So we have a catch and which is going to print, we can create it. So I hope you understand this try and catch method. So this is the thing we have done. We have a init method. Inside the init, we have written a run method. Inside the run, we have a method called make GUI. And let us see what make GUI does. So this is your make GUI. Uh, yeah. So again, set update to use flow layouts. So we are going to, we are going to set the layouts for that new layout, and we are going to make two buttons. As I told, we have created two buttons. One is J button alpha, J button beta. So what should be displayed on that? It has to display, one is alpha and second one is beta. I'm going to display it. Next is you have to uh, no add action listener for alpha and beta. When I press alpha, I have to get a message saying that alpha was pressed. The same time when I press beta on the screen, I have to get a message saying that beta was pressed. So this is, I hope you remember what was add action listeners. We studied in the events, you have studied this. So which is going to add action listener, and what is action performed. So you're going to set it as J label. You remember we have created two buttons and one label. So J label, we are going to set it as alpha was pressed. So we are going to do it. So alpha was pressed. At the same time, for the beta, we are going to do the same thing. For beta also, we are going to add action listener for that. So and this is a label. What is the label for the beta? We are going to set the text as beta was pressed. So we are going to no, two buttons were created, and when the first button is pressed, which is going to create which is going to display a message called alpha was pressed. If I press the second button, which is going to no which is going to display a message called beta was pressed. So these buttons we have to add to the screen. So this is a place we are going to add this. Again, we have to add this label, add J label. So look at this what init method does. So init method initialize the swing components on the event dispatching thread by setting up a call to make GUI. Init will not do anything, which is going to initialize the swing component on the event dispatching thread by setting up a call to make GUI. Make GUI is the one which is going to do everything. So, so instead the make GUI, what you have done, two buttons and label is created. If you go back and see the program, you can see that we have created two buttons and label was created inside that. And the action listener and action listener are added to the buttons for that. Finally, the components are added to the content pane. So everything is done inside your make GUI. Look at this. Your make GUI ends here. So after this, we have created no. If you look at this, your add GUI starts here. Rest everything was closed here. All the things is done by your add GUI. Your add GUI ends here. So please remember add GUI. No, make two buttons and a label was created. The action listeners are added to the buttons and components are added to the content pane. This is what inside the add GUI. So finally we get the output like this. So everything is done inside your add GUI method, and this is called by your init methods. Look at this, init is done. And please remember, we have to extend J applet, not the applet one. So please remember this. We have to extend the J applet, not the applets. So I hope you understood this. Thank you. Have a nice day.